They'll be a little different this season for them. So.
All right.
Field
Next
5.
we've got YSC 5 at 5 o'clock. We've got Woost losing to Johnny's 15-8.
Scoreline's a little surprising. Only win by 7.
You know,
I'm a little surprised. What's it?
We were doing this whole podcast up till now for our audience here because the thing stopped recording.
Oh, no. Just now?
Yeah, so I started it again.
Oh, God.
Yeah. So Ethan's going to have to make up everything in post.
Oh, shit.
You can just play music for the first 10 minutes.
Oh, my gosh.
That'll serve you all right. You have to come down to the Jazz House to catch it.
Oh, my word. Oh, my gosh.
All right, so so Johnny's over Woos 15-8. I didn't hear anything about this game. Any of you guys?
I'm afraid I got nothing.
I got nothing, though. No, I guess I'm surprised they won by 7. Only 7, so I'm a little surprised. So.
Yeah, it was nice. I kept it pretty close.
Yeah. So.
All right, YSC 5 at 7. We had Jazz House, 926.5 Massachusetts, our hosts, over the Soda Jerks, 11-4. Maybe not a huge surprise here. Pretty good defense.
Yeah.
I think I probably expected Jazz House to score a little more, but if they have a lot of new players,
I did too. Yeah.
So, what are you going to do?
Yeah. So.
All right, YSC 6 at 5 o'clock. We had Muddy Waters getting the Ghosts, 19-2.
19-2. This is the more score that's more, indicative of the elite teams there. 19-2, and it's just, Muddy Waters. Basically they're started at the tile defense, and off a good start, 19-2 blowout of the Ghosts. Anything?
Ghost scored in the 9th inning.
Yeah,
Saved the shutout.
So no shutout. Wow, how about that?
And we probably should mention you called that shutout for Post House. So 1 for 1 on the season.
I am. So.
Do you try just one shutout a week, or what's the deal?
No. It's whoever the team said. There's no quota each week has to be a shutout. So whatever I think will be a shutout, I just call it shutout. Some weeks can be 1, some can be 2 or 3, some weeks can be none. No.
Okay.
So, yep.
All right, so YSC 6 at 7 o'clock. We had the Harpies breaking that young spine back, 28-2.
Oh my God,
All
28-2. Sheesh.
So Morgan was up here at the preseason podcast talking about how they only have 3 returning players, and this score kind of shows it.
Wow, I think it was her, Aaron, and Ashley are the only returning from now Young Spine.
What was this team again 2 years ago?
Geese Are Good Neighbors.
Oh,
yeah,
okay.
Old Channel 6.
Old Channel,
okay,
and they had their best finish ever in a tournament, making the semifinals. They lost to Muddy Waters, the eventual champions. So,
we got Max in
ouch.
the audience. You want to say something? He shrugged his shoulders and said,
nothing to say.
"Oh, he said Young Spine sucks."
Yeah.
Big time. What'd you say? You could play better kickball than them rolling out of bed. Yeah.
So, but this I feel like a damn fool. A, I picked the one picking games. I picked Young Spine, and 2, I picked them to finish number 2 in the division number 5. In your division there, Ben.
Yeah, that's not going to look good.
No,
I think I might have picked them to finish 2 also.
I'm looking right now, and no, you picked them to go 3. Everyone but myself picked them to go 3. I picked them to go 2. Rest of y'all picked 3.
After this game, I'm not sure they're going to be corksuckers. So we might all get that wrong.
Well, that's true. We'll see.
Yeah.
So, but that's 22. My God, my word.
Yeah.
Wow.
All right,
What else is that
YSC
division?
7 at 5 o'clock. We had the Red Legs drop kicking the Drop Stoppers, 16-2. This sets them up for their game this week against Shirt Factory.
Yep. Not a huge surprise. Not really. It's just
apparently trading for Bryson wasn't enough to overcome the quality of Red Legs.
Oh, jeez. Oh, my gosh. But yeah, 16-2. I mean, wow. This is so. Red Legs not messing around, and of course they won the Twain last year, beating Post House.
Right.
So they got something to try to build on. So it's good. It's good to win.
Yeah.
So.
All right. Since our recording dropped off, I'll do our sponsor again. We're sponsored by Hookah House, the Hookah Lounge at 716.5 Mass, behind Eccentricity. Complimentary Rosewater lemonade with purchase. Sounds delicious. Of Hookah for 2. And they've got a $10 happy hour from 5 to 8. So go get your hookah on. BYOB.
And 50 Cougarlicious flavors, as you said, Ben.
Yes, 50 Cougarlicious
Oh,
flavors.
my gosh. Ridiculous.
YSC 7 is 7 o'clock. R-Bar 26 at Rockets 3. I don't think anybody saw this coming.
No, we all picked Rockets to, in the pick'em game. We were all dead ass wrong. I did speak to Chris, who was at our bar, which kind of weird that we see each other work randomly, but actually for several times. And he said that Reading Rockets were short some people.
I mean, I guess.
Yeah, but
26 to 3, they better be short a lot of
gosh.
people.
And of course, you don't know who our bar is. They were Jayhawk CrossFit last year.
It says the lineup has 9 in it.
9 and 9, so.
9.
So, my gosh.
Yeah,
it's like.
But
tough
still,
to-
I mean,
Sheesh.
for our bar, good performance. My man Eddie Munoz on our bar now.
Well, Rockets.
He's not been on a team that scored 26 runs in a season, much less in a game. So congratulations to him.
Well, that's their best victory so far, right? Since they came into the league.
I'm looking right now at Jayhawk CrossFit, and it is, yeah. Last year, they got killed 34-2 against Los Matadores, not defunct. Week after that, they got lost to KTC 41-0. So already good start for the franchise that is R-Bar. So,
Yeah.
I mean,
That's
wow,
also,
26, oh my gosh.
That bet paid out for our predictions with R-Bar win a
Yeah,
game
6.
before KTC lost a game.
Oh, that's true, so.
All right, Field 8 at 5 o'clock. Asteroid Head 1 at Tree Care 12. No shutout.
No shutout, a little surprising, only 11-1 winning deficits.
Well, if I remember right, Tree Care and Asteroid Head, for some reason, seem to play kind of close when they play. And my nuts are, remembering from a couple years ago when they played each other, it was,
I don't know.
like,
Did this?
you would say
The
unexpected.
one
but-
run was in the 8th inning with 2 outs, nobody on base.
Yeah.
Then got on and a couple kickers get in.
Yeah.
Clint, the leadoff person, got in the 8th inning.
Yeah, they didn't play here last year. But you might be right. Maybe that 2-3 years ago they were kind of close. So maybe you're right about that. So,
Yeah.
so a little surprised. I know it's early. I know it's the first week of the season. And of course, KTC, which is me and commissioner's pick to win the cup title. We'll see how it goes there. So, first week. So,
All right, YSC 8 at 7 p.m. Sacred Sword putting it to Empire 16-2. Not a real big surprise here, I guess.
Is it?
They're a spot or two apart, probably in the ranks.
I was like 2 spots apart there.
Yeah.
But the 14 runs, like wow.
I mean, Empire took the bagel last year, didn't they? Did they win a game?
Yeah, they got goose egg the entire season.
Yeah.
That would be Empire. That's correct.
So not a huge surprise, but
No. So.
good showing by Sword. They're going to be in our pick'em this week.
Yeah. So, Sword is, 14 runs. I did not expect that as well. I figured it'd be like, I don't know, like 8, 10, but it's like, wow. It's
Well, they got
14.
some people that can kick, and really, if your defense is suspect, then the worst team can score a ton on you.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I think Adam Mitchell's back on Sacred Sword.
Yeah.
Yep. So,
Maybe he
And
scored
scored
all
3
16 of
runs?
those himself.
or all 3 runs, yeah.
There you go.
So,
All right. So what was supposed to be Hobbs at 5 o'clock and wound up being YSC 1 at 8 o'clock, we had Kicking Assets 2 at Shirt Factory 12.
only 10 runs? That's it?
Yeah, I was a little surprised here, too.
I'm very surprised. I think it'd be by 20 because
They kicked around in the first inning, and then
Yeah.
I think they just coasted the rest of the way.
Well, yeah, clearly. But there are a lot of, 1-2-3s in here. I mean, unless they were trying to get out.
oh, something. I
The
don't
defense held late for Assets, and they got a couple runs on the board. But, yeah, I guess the margin's a little smaller than I would have expected.
know. I said they'd been by
Mauricio,
20.
you want to talk about the game?
I said we moved by 20. In fact, in years past, I remember that Lawrence Strip Factory just beat the bejesus out of King Assets by 20. And here's Marisa, and Marisa wants to see something what's going on.
She's just grabbing my paperwork.
Oh, jeez. No comments. No comments. And here's Marisa.
She's going to give props.
King Assets, and here she is.
Yeah, so we had fun, and that's all we were doing. I mean, we didn't have a team until, I don't know, maybe an hour before. So I'm just glad that we got to play with our 9. We did get 2 runs right at the end, back to back, and it was Lovebirds Ethan and Jules. They're both new to our team this year, and I'm just excited to actually play against a team that's more in our area and stuff. I mean, we all made mistakes, but it's the early game, and we weren't expecting to even. Our only expectation was just hoping not to get a shutout. I mean, we didn't see third base until right around, I don't know, 7th, 8th inning. So
Is that right?
Yeah,
Yeah. Shirt Factory will do that to you.
Oh, yeah.
But we did hold them. They were 3 up, 3 down in a couple of innings there, so that was pretty good. Some good stuff. Their catcher somehow, when Jules got on base, when she was about to actually score, she gets at first base, but there's 2 guys standing on the base, and one of them is the catcher, and they just run right into her. And I'm like, how the hell did you have your first baseman and your catcher run into my runner before she got to the bag?
I don't know.
I know she's not that fast, but still, the catcher doesn't need to be at first base. I think he's new.
No,
so who
no,
knows?
that's ridiculous.
Yeah.
So, I don't
I
know.
also did get to pitch like a center, though.
Oh, yeah.
You did the granny bowl.
Yeah.
Oh, jeez.
just bent over and did it backwards. They're like, that's an illegal pitch. And I said, that's not in the rules. It's totally fine. But yeah, it was a fun game. Looking forward to it.
Hey, look who it is.
Nope. Okay.
All right. Thank you, Marisa. Last game, Bunt and Grind. R. Kelly Brutang, 9-3.
Oh God, that sound.
Welcome to the big
really
leagues, Brutang.
Yeah.
Cosgrove is tickling me over here.
Oh, gosh. Yeah, welcome to Lee Brutang, and at least you didn't get your brains beat like Louise's in Little Rascals. So
Yes, yeah, there was a lot of talk about Brutang bringing in some City League talent, and
Yep.
I'm all like, City League is not KVKL. Go
No.
stuff that shit. Bunt and
Yep.
Grind's veteran leadership will take this game.
Yep.
No offense, Brutang.
Yeah.
Maybe some offense.
Yeah. So
All right, that was it for the Week 1 games. Since our recording equipment screwed up and we lost you coming in, we could do a quick recap, I guess.
Yeah,
We'll
why
do like
not?
a
God.
quick recap as quick as we can.
sure.
So after Cougar brought us in with some Candlebox, we mentioned that Post House was sorry that they treated the Little Rascals so bad, but they did it
weren't.
anyway.
Yep.
They weren't.
Banger bang them 42-0.
Yep.
And then we mentioned our sponsor, Hookah House. We thanked you for joining us at Jazz House. Mentioned it was Rick's birthday. Talked a little bit about how you should leave the field crews alone when they're trying to get the fields fixed
Exactly.
up.
Yep.
We did a few thank yous to the people that did the game of the week for us, and to everybody that participated or refed in any game, but especially the 8 o'clock games.
Oh yeah.
And then we ran through the scores, and I'll just recap really quick. Honey Badgers banged Louise's 29-3. Post House posted up Little Rascals 42-0. Posh Wash puppy pounded the late fees 14-8. 23rd Street got drunk under the table by the porn spatulas 6-2. Love Garden didn't quite hate Fuck Free State 60-5. D-Holes pounded Hookah House 16-5. Red Lion Tavern 13-1 over the Corksuckers. Mahomies lose to JDE 2-25. Johnny's over Woos 15-8. Jazz House over Soda Jerks 11-4. And I think that's about where the recording came back on.
Did you do Money Waters Ghost, or was
Yeah,
that
I'm
one?
not sure. Muddy Waters over Ghost 19-2.
That sounds right.
Harpies broke Young Spine's back 28-2.
Yep,
I think
yep.
that catches us up.
That cuts us out.
Yep.
So, yep.
All right.
All right.
So let's give another thanks to Jazz House for hosting.
Absolutely.
$250 almost anything. And let's give another thanks to Hookah House for sponsoring us. Proudly serving Lawrence since 2006. 50 tasty flavors. BYOB 21 plus. So go get drunk and smoke. It's America. You can like them on Facebook at Lawrence Hookah House for daily specials, or follow them on Instagram at Hookah House Lawrence. Let's do some discussion questions.
Let's do.
Let's discuss.
Yeah.
All right. So first question: do you guys like the new run rule?
Do I
Yes.
go to New York? I'm fine with it. Yeah.
So
Yeah.
the new run rule used to be 20 runs, 15 runs after an hour and 15 minutes, but it was pretty clear that we were never getting there because the games
Yeah.
are almost all over by then, and
Yeah.
some teams are just getting slaughtered. So we backed it up to an hour and increased it to 20 runs, so true blowouts are early.
Yeah. I'm fine with that. It's just games go, only go an hour long there, but just to shorten it, make it 20 runs. Like I think if you really just get the games over with, just in case if you go over, let's say a game starts late and it goes to the next game, 7:00. I'd be fine with that. Shortening not only the time for the run rule, but also the number of runs. Make it 20, make it true blowout. So
plus, they can still stay in play. Stay in play. It just doesn't go in the scorecard.
And that's what happened to JDE against the Mahomes. After 7 innings at the bottom of the 7th, they got 25-2, and we just kept playing. Same thing with Post House when they just anger banged Little Rascals 42-0 after 5 innings.
Yeah.
So no, I think
I wouldn't. That Post House game should definitely have been over after an hour.
Yeah. So
what do you think, David?
Yeah, I agree, and I think some of those other teams that have lost in the past have wanted to keep playing for practice, and by all means, you can keep doing that.
Yeah.
We won't stop scoring the game, and it's unofficial, but but then there are people that really want to stop.
Right.
And this helps them a lot. So
I can appreciate that.
It goes both ways. I think it's helpful, very helpful.
Yeah. Well, you wouldn't know anything about that run rule since you played such a close game with Pornhub.
I've been there before though, so it's on.
Tell us about that game.
It was exciting. All right. Next question: will Post House break the run record? So let me set it up here.
Wait, in a single game or the season?
No, for the season.
Okay.
I think that was their one chance to score more than 50, and then they didn't. But I'll set it up here. 42 is a lot. They still have a couple games where they could score in the high digits. And if they, by chance, lose to Love Garden this week, they could be playing in the 2s, and so they could still end up scoring a lot of runs.
Who has a run record? What's been told?
I think it was KTC from last year.
Last year?
Yeah,
Okay.
and it's probably around 200, something like that.
Last season.
Last season, sorry.
Looking at the rest of the schedule here, they have Free State, Button Grind, and Brutang Gang.
If they get Button Grind and Brutang, those could all be 30 plus.
Free State, if Free State doesn't, if it's an indication for Free State against Love Garden, I know it's the first week of the season and a year and a half with no kickball. It's like, I can see they could put a hurting up to Free State, but I can't see them like getting a run record. No, I don't see it. No.
Yeah, probably not.
Yeah, they might give it a run.
Yeah. So.
If they lose to Love Garden, they'll be very angry when they play the next game.
That's the true anger bang.
That's true anger bang.
The revenge fuck anger bang.
And already, I think coming to the season, Post House is already angry at the fact that they lost ups in the second round to the thorn in their sides, Red Lion, and the fact they lost in the Twain final to Red Lakes. So I think they recruit some players. They have an axe to ground. Absolutely. No one's talking about them. And, of course, maybe they like that because they're under the radar team, but still for us, Eagles kind of be a little bruised that everyone's talking about Muddy Waters, KTC, and basically no one else for the title.
Yeah, and they were the third team going in last year, right?
Yeah, they were 13 coming in last year.
Well, if they keep on winning by 40, everybody's going to be talking about them.
Yeah, but I just don't see them with a run record now. So.
All right, so here was a special question from one of our audience members. Did 23rd Street get better, or did Triple X get worse?
There is the question.
The peanut gallery has spoken.
Yeah, and we're not going to say who it is, confidentiality, but I will answer the question. No offense to you, David. I think the tic-tac-toes, they got worse. I mean...
That'd actually be a good name for a team, Tic-Tac-Toe Pokes.
Tic-tac-toe. You had your chance.
Stealing the toe poke
Yeah,
name,
exactly. You had your chance there, 23. Now Young Spine. But the fact that they did okay. 3-2 in the divisional play. That about 2-3 in the 4s, and I expect a little bit better from XXO tic-tac-toes, whatever. I think it got worse. And I know
just call them the porn spatulas.
No, I'm not calling.
You want to.
No, I don't want to call them that. Tic-tac-toes. And I know Thomas, Joel does a really good job of recruiting and so forth, and got a team rallied up, and they beat the bejesus out of my team the opening week 2 seasons ago. They still well, that's true. But regardless, is that only 6-2 is like, I know it's for only week 1 stuff. That's might be signs to come is ominous.
Sam, if you're listening, I expect you to score more than 6 runs on your own in that game.
Yeah. All right, David, what do you say?
I'm sorry, he kept kicking to me, so that's why he never got on base.
Oh, there you go. Yeah.
Sam.
Boom.
How do you feel about the question?
You know, we were short-staffed that day. I discussed it earlier about how our team was not complete that day.
I think you
And
wrote
maybe if it was complete, maybe it might have been a different result.
And here's Matthew Cosgrove.
I mean, I heard you were playing with at least 3 brand new players you had never met before.
Right. 2 of them are thanks to you, so I appreciate that. Yeah, and they performed admirably.
So-
it was a great, we did really well.
You had a random team, and you just randomly got together, and that close of a score?
Yep.
My man.
You heard it here. Reboot, destined for the 5s.
There you go.
All right. Last question. So this is notwithstanding the fact that Lawrence Shirt Factory probably has like mandatory off-season OTAs. Should KVKL institute a mandatory off-season training program? Because a lot of us motherfuckers were out of shape out there. Hashtag COVID. In the Mahomes game, Haber fell over running to first base.
He did.
In the Red Lion game,
He did.
In the Red Lion game, I almost fell over running to first base. Everybody seemed just a little bit slower out there.
I don't think the KVKL should institute it.
Oh, yeah.
It's a personal decision.
Fuck this
Person's-
freedom
It's a
stuff.
personal decision.
Yeah.
Sorry. January 1st comes around.
Thanks for the drink, Marisa.
It's workout time for Papa, so
Workout time?
yeah.
Yeah.
I get myself in a kickball shape.
Here's Matthew.
Don't talk shit on Haber. That's all I'm saying.
CJ did
All right.
all the time.
Ben, no. Ben, don't
I
talk
didn't
shit
talk
on
shit
Haber.
on Haber. I made an observation.
I'll stick my thumb up your butt.
No one should say Harvard sucks like CJ did like all these years like when I want to talk about my team. So
Haber doesn't suck.
I
He
agree he doesn't
blows.
suck. He may have sucked that time running the first base when he fell, but he does not suck. He does not suck.
All right, so what I'm getting from everybody is we shouldn't have a mandatory off-season training program. Just have some fucking self-respect, you lazy pieces of shit.
I've never had self-respect, so don't look at me.
On that note, let's thank our sponsor, Hookah House. The Hookah Lounge at 716 and a half Mass behind Eccentricity. Again, complimentary rosewater lemonade with purchase of hookah for 2. I want to bring more than 2 people there. You can get 4 hookahs for 2 and get a couple lemonades.
If I smoke, which I don't, which I'm against that. If I did, I'd do it. I would do it if I did. Yeah, but I wouldn't. I don't smoke, so no. No smoking for me. No, Katie. No, I don't smoke.
All right, does anybody else have any discussion questions they want to talk about?
Yeah.
Anybody else with peanut gallery want to talk? Anyone?
All right, let's move on.
Sure. Fine.
Yeah.
I'm not looking at you.
Liz Schaefer in the audience.
Oh, Liz, you're something like get up
This
here
is
to
your
my
chance.
kids. Come on,
It's too
Liz.
cowardly to come up and sit, so now she's just
Come on,
yelling
Liz.
at
Not
us.
just yelling.
Okay,
Here
here we go.
Isn't
All
that all
right.
the time, Liz?
It's literally
All
the
time?
talk shit portion of the podcast right now.
Let's get there then.
Oh God.
All right, looking ahead to next week, Cougar, fill us in on where we are with the pick'ems.
I will do that. So, in the pick'em games, so Ben, the MC, which was Stacy, and the guest, which was Katie, by Stacy being the commissioner, Katie from Ghost, went 2-1. I went 1-2 because I tried to go Young Spine over Harpies. That went well.
You should also mention that I was the closest to picking the spread right in the Free State game,
You were the closest to the pick right, but
and you were the furthest away.
I was the first one. But I did call the shutout.
You did call the shutout.
Post House over Little Rascal.
And see,
so,
you should have
boom.
taken me up on my offer to give you a bonus point when you do that.
What's that?
You should have taken me up on my offer to give you a bonus point when you do
But
that.
then if I'm wrong, I'd lose points.
Yes, but so far you're 1-0. The offer's still on the table. I'll give you the 1 retroactive point if you want to do it.
How long have you known me? I don't gamble. I'm not like you degenerates like you,
Well,
Sean from
I mean,
Potswash,
technically,
or
by
Matthew
participating
from
in the pick'em, you're already gambling.
I'm not doing side bets. No, negative.
All right.
No, not doing that. No.
Okay.
What was that?
Oh, yes, yeah. 1-888 bets off.
Oh, that's right. 888 bets off. Thank you, Katie. That's true.
1-888 Katie's on it.
No, 888 bets off. Thank you.
All right. Heading into week 2. Oh, no. Okay, quick discussion question.
What's up?
Should we be playing on Memorial Day?
By the way, this is the first time in KBKL history, as a historian, I've never played on Memorial Day weekends. Never happened.
What a special year this is, then.
What a special year it is. 2021. A year and a half without kickball, and we get to play on Memorial Day weekend.
See, this is another reason you should come down to the Jazz House for this thing, because there are 3 board members right here, and you could yell at all of us.
There you go.
All right. So, week 2, Memorial Day weekend. We have at YSC 1, 5 o'clock, our bar, who had a surprising win last week. Maybe not surprising win, but surprising spread against the Rockets at Red Lion Tavern. David, what you think?
Red Lion, please.
Look, Arbar, you had a really nice showing, beating the crap out of Rain Rockets. Yeah, luck runs out. Luck runs out. Gosh damn it. It's damn it. Asians being talking. Anyway, no, it's a Red Lion. Red Lion wins. So.
I wanted to make this a hat ball game, but after seeing the Rockets score, I'm kind of afraid to. I think we might save that.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll pick Lion 2, though.
Yeah.
All right, next game, YSC 1 at 7 p.m. This is the first pick'em game, and it's the bonus game, so we're going to pick the spread for this one.
Oh, yeah.
It is Shirt Factory at Red Legs, and I don't think it's been decided yet definitively, but this is a prime candidate for what would be broadcast as the game of the week.
Okay.
So, Cougar, you want to go first?
I will go first. Look, Red Legs, winning the 20 last year, awesome. Beating bejesus out of the Bryson, defining Brysons of Drop Stoppers. I'm kidding about the name. 16-2, great. And I know that Kicking Assets somehow only lost by 10 to Shirt Factory. I thought it'd be by 20.
It's because they're fucking good, damn it.
Sure you are, Marisa. No, Shirt Factory, until otherwise, I will still have them as the advantage over Red Legs. I say Shirt Factory by 3.
So yours is kind of the, you're right until Red Legs proves you wrong kind of thing. You said by 2?
3.
3.
It's not proving me wrong. It's just Shirt Factory there. And I know that Shirt Factory, look, they're going through a transition. Unfortunately, Tyler Dressel and Andy Dahl are no longer there, and they've retired. We miss you guys. And Michael Urish, owner of the Shirt Factory, the company, is now the captain. So a little bit of transition, but I still think otherwise. I'm just going to go with Shirt Factory until proven otherwise.
All right. David?
I am never going to bet against 2 gentlemen that get me ready to play kickball every year. James Finley and Jeremy Zimney. Red Legs are going to win this game by 2.
2. All right.
Wow.
It's true. I did that.
I can't call a tie here, can I?
No, you can't call it tie. No.
Man, this is tough.
Who's going to get more angry? Red Legs.
It's just, it's kind of like Shirt Factory over the past couple seasons has started to lose one game a year we would expect them to win.
But not in divisional play. Last year, yes.
Yes, exactly.
But usually, no. Usually, no. But you're right. Divisional play, they lost to Jazz House. Yeah. 2 years ago. Thank you, Katie. 2 years ago. Pardon me. 2 years ago.
I don't want to say Shirt Factory has fallen off. I'd probably eat that. But they do seem to be teams heading in slightly divergent directions. Red Legs has only gotten better since they came in, culminating with winning the Twain last year.
Yep.
And Shirt Factory has fallen off a little bit from their grand highs. Granted, they're still a top 5 team. So I'm gonna go with what would be considered an upset, but I'll take Red Legs by 1.
Red Legs by 1. Will there be? Usually have a fourth member making the picks. Would anyone like to make picks on behalf of the guests?
Yeah, who's got a strong opinion out
Who's
there?
got a strong opinion? Get up to the mic. It'll be Marisa. Here's Marisa. Here we go.
Marisa has a strong opinion about something?
I don't know.
Nah.
Hold him back.
You can sleep in your car tonight. So,
It's okay. No, I work at a hotel. Ben, I got you. I work at a hotel. I
I'm
got you.
shacking up with Cougar.
We're not that close. No, sir. No, sir.
They call him Dr. Love. Sorry, go ahead.
I'm gonna say Redlegs. I would say Redlegs will beat them just because they're always angry when they play, so they don't really get rattled as much as like as soon as you're at Fast Factory like get angry about stuff, they just kind of go a little crazy. And so I'm gonna say Redlegs by 2.
So consistent anger
Hold on.
over intermittent anger.
Hold on. You can't say 2. Dave, hold on.
All right,
Marissa, he already said 2.
pass.
He already said
Give me a
2.
second.
You can't say 2. He already
you
said
gotta
Sorry,
pick a different
3.
number.
Pick another 3. Fine. By the way, by 3, okay. Here's the thing I can counter that argument there, Marissa. Whenever Redlegs get angry, there have been times they get angry and they implode. When Shirt Factory gets angry, they're like John McEnroe. They get better. So there's a difference between those get angry. Redlegs
Well-
get more angry, implode.
So-
Shirt Factory gets more angry, they get better.
So, but I don't know. Usually, anytime I've seen them angry, they usually have to cheat to win. So
Shots fired.
Marissa, stop.
Everybody under 40 just asked who the hell John McEnroe is. Can we get a better reference?
What's that?
Everybody under 40 just asked who the hell John McEnroe is. Can we get a better reference?
Better reference? I don't. Nicholas Kyrgios from the ATP tennis. I don't know. John McEnroe, damn good. No. John McEnroe, damn good referee. If people don't get it, they don't know history. Screw them. Screw your kids.
Djokovic.
Fuck you all. Well, Djokovic. Well, he hits a linesman.
Speaking of cheaters,
Oh, jeez.
just because he threw matches because he was paid off by the Russian mob doesn't mean he's a piece of shit.
What?
Fuck you, Djokovic. Anyway, YSC2 at 5 o'clock. We have the recovering Little Rascals against the recovering Brutang.
So the new teams, they face each other.
Yep.
Yeah.
And both of them got pretty well worked over last week, so this could be a good game.
No,
And
Brutang only lost 9-3.
yeah, well,
So the
Fair enough.
bun grind. Okay, yeah, that's not bad.
all right.
Yeah.
I think Brutang will win. I think Little Rascals will score.
So no shutout.
No shutout. Look, yeah, Little Rascals last week, they got killed faster than most of the actors from the original series. Again, look it up on Wikipedia. The curse is real. It's bad. No, seriously, look it up. It was bad. After the show, they all
So you
died.
predict that Brutang wins and all the Little Rascals players die?
No, I'm not
not
saying
nice.
that. I'm not saying that. No, Brutang will win. But Little Rascals will score and hopefully not die next Sunday. Please don't. They'll do better next week? Okay, well,
Yeah.
it's not Post House, so let's hope so. It's not Post House, so yeah. So.
Yeah, I think I'm on the same page as you guys.
Yeah.
I'll just back that horse.
Yeah.
All right, next game. Honey Badgers up against the Ghosts. YSC2 at 7.
Oh, my
Bring it
gosh.
on. What you got?
Here's Kenny from
We have
the
members
Honey
from- members of
Badgers.
Honey
Here's
Badgers.
Katie from the Ghosts.
We're going to win by 2.
No, you're not. No, you won't,
All right,
Katie.
Katie says Ghost by 2.
Katie
Also
says
scheduling
Cappuccino
you for
party.
a psychiatric visit.
Kenny, care to rebut? Care to rebut?
If they win by 2, then I will give my team away. That ain't gonna happen.
How about if they win by 2, you have to give your team to Katie?
There you go.
We'll switch teams for the rest of the year.
There you go.
Interesting.
There you go.
Real talk, though, Kenny called a pizza party on the mound first game.
Nice.
I am an asshole and totally forgot that we're sponsored by Papaquinos.
Yep.
So we will be having a pizza party on the mound on that game next
I
week.
can confirm
Again,
you are an
pizza
asshole.
party? Oh, my gosh.
It will be happening.
And
so.
I have to rep Little Rascals again. Come on.
Yeah, they're not going to know what the fuck is going on. Good idea, guys.
That'll be a fun game to rep.
Well,
My last thing, Honey Badgers by 20.
All right.
It could happen. You know what? Can I say this? Can I say about Kenny? I'm sorry, Katie. I think I agree. I think it might be my 20. It could happen.
It's a new thing. First it was don't sleep on the rats. Now and it was muddy by 20. Now it's honey by 20.
Honey by 20. FY what?
I'd like to remind everybody that we only lost to Muddy 19-2. 19-2.
Yeah, and
There's no way you're beating us by 20.
I have it on good authority that Muddy was really trying to score 20, get up by 20.
Bullshit.
They were trying to get the margin to 20 plus and couldn't. So that says something for the Ghosts.
Exactly.
Yeah. Oh no, you're held to that, and if you don't win by 20, you have to turn your team over to Katie. It's on the paper now.
No. Stop. Kenny, I got you. No, stop it, Benjamin.
All right, next game.
No. Did you pick? What'd you pick?
Oh, sorry.
David, what'd you pick?
Badgers by 15.
Badgers by 15. Honey Badgers, not Badgers. They're actually different.
I like that. I'll say Badgers by 15 too.
Badger.
All right. I can't even read this print. YSC 3 at 5 o'clock. Drop Stoppers at Sacred Sword, and this is our second pick'em game.
Yes, it is.
I'll go first on this one.
Okay.
I think.
A tough one.
I think Adam and Bryson get into an argument. I'm going to put that down as a definite. Vegas has that at paying out minus 800.
888 bets off.
You know, Drop Stoppers didn't do as well last week as I thought they would. But maybe they just had to kick the tires on the thing. I'm going to go Drop Stoppers. They seem to show up every other week, so maybe they'll show up this week.
David?
I'm going to go with Sword on this one.
All right, we'll go with Drop Stoppers. Anyone with an opinion want to beat on make a selection on this pick?
Well, Bryson's probably calling Morgan right now, but she's not here to answer her phone, so.
Anyone?
YSC 3 at 7 o'clock. We have
You all suck.
Jason Cougar Huang, Patrick Mahomes at the Woost.
Oh, gosh. Here's the thing. It's like there'll be some missing people because of the holiday, which it happens. Fine. So, and
Them
Woost,
or you?
Us. The Mahomes.
Yeah, but are they important people?
One of them is pretty important, I think. So, yes.
Okay.
One of our longest tenured members of the Mahomes, that's Andrew Chavez. Same longest tenured as Jeff Hopper, who doesn't suck, by the way. So that'll be a big loss. I think Woost, they're a good team, and I think they only lost 14-8 to Johnny's.
Yeah, that's a pretty good showing.
It's a pretty good, very good showing. So I'm very worried that the Mahomes will be shorthanded, and they're going against a good Woost team that only a good showing. You mentioned before against the Johnny's. No, I think Woost will put up hurting on the Mahomes. It's going to happen. Yeah.
Yeah, I like Woost in this one.
Yep.
Yeah, me too.
Yep.
No shutout.
I hope not. Ugh, hope not.
All right, so this
Cougar,
one,
it'll be close.
This one could be interesting. We've got
hope so.
YSC 4 at 5 o'clock, Hookah House at Asteroid Head, both of whom put up pretty good showings last week in defeat, at least from a defensive standpoint.
Yeah. David?
I'm going to go with Asteroid Head on this one. A little more experience.
Yep.
Yeah, sometimes can be a very solid kicking team.
Kind of a battle here. You got Hookah House, you mentioned before, has that Rosewater lemonade that's free. And Asteroid, I'm not sure they're still sponsored by by whatever kombucha tea. So you got lemonade
I
versus
think they left
tea.
that off of there.
They left that out there? It's Vitalized. Yeah, I don't know how I got that.
We're just going to say Asteroid Head vitalized by kicking talent.
Exactly, and their tie-dye shirts. I'm going Asteroid Head. Too.
You know what? I think because they're a YSC 4, and it's tough to kick it out there because of the way the wind is on that side, I think I'm going to go the what I suspect is a little more of a small ball team, Hookah House, than the kick away Asteroid Head.
Yep.
So I think Hookah House manufactures a victory here.
Yeah. And Hookah House is?
Speaking of Hookah House, they're our sponsor.
Yep.
$10 happy hour from 5 to 8 p.m. Serving Lawrence since 2006, so since Cougar was a baby. 50 tasty flavors available, almost as many as Cougar. Like them on Facebook, at Lawrence Hookah House for daily specials. Follow them on Instagram, at Hookah House Lawrence.
That roast, Cougar, it just seems to never end.
Every
We
week.
did the roast here a couple years back.
The roast.
It never ends.
That was fantastic. That roast again, yeah. And by the way, if there's another roast of Cougar, I would participate again. I would do it again. I would. I really would. And wrap it up. Okay. So.
Well, I mean, they're all compliments of a sort.
What's that?
So they're all compliments of a sort.
How was I'm sorry. That's true. Yeah, that's true. That's true.
Cougar roast.
Oh,
All right. YSC 4 at 7 o'clock. Johnny's at the late fees. 1, 2, 3.
Johnny's.
All right. YSC 5 at 5 o'clock. Corksuckers at Harpies. 1, 2, 3.
Harpies.
Based on last week's results, I think.
Yeah.
Although I expect Corksuckers to put up more runs in this game. YSC 5 at 7 o'clock. We have Luis's at Jazz House in a battle of the bars.
That on Mass Street. Yeah.
Yeah.
So.
So, the owners should wager the titles to their establishments.
Oh my gosh.
Definitively,
Yeah.
who once and for all, which is the better bar? Luis's at Jazz House.
Exactly. That's funny. That's funny. So,
Yeah, this seems like a walkover to me.
yeah, walk over. It's a Jazz House.
Yep.
Yeah, Jazz House. Yeah.
YSC 6 at 5 p.m. Porn spatulas at Tree Care.
Tic-tac-toes.
Tree Care.
Oh yeah.
True care. Triple X will keep it a little bit closer than I think people think, but
You think so?
not like 2 runs. But I mean, they're going to keep it close.
I'm going to say this game is 17-2.
That sounds right. I was thinking 15 runs. Yeah. So yeah. So.
17-8. There, how about that?
8. Ooh.
Don't be
You
lucky.
think Tree Care has given up 8 runs?
You,
They better be missing a lot of people.
guys? You need Trick here to give up 8
I'm
runs.
not going to be here next week, so I don't care.
8 runs to XXOXO. Are
I'm
you
never going to
crazy?
know if this prediction is right.
Are you crazy, David?
Tree Care hasn't given up 8 runs since the Nixon administration.
Yeah, you'll give it to the XXOXO. What the hell?
Yeah.
Crazy, David. You're crazy. So.
There are more letters in Triple X's name than they will score in that game.
Clearly.
All right, YSC 6 at 7 o'clock. We have the John Denver Experience traveling down the Old Country Road to play the Puppies of Poshwash. So this is a 1 or 2 versus a 3 potentially matchup.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's John Denver for me.
It's John number for me too. Yeah.
Yeah, John Denver, but they better clean up their shit because they were making errors last week. All right, YSC 7 at 5 o'clock. We have the Assets That Kick
Yep.
at the Empire. It's kind of like the reverse Shirt Factory thing. Like, certain teams have to actually beat them before you want to pick against them. Here, I feel like until Empire beats somebody, I have to pick the team they're playing.
I'm trying to remember when's left.
That's a good. Yeah, I'm sorry, Cougar. Yeah, that's good logic.
I'm trying to
Yeah,
think of
good
when
assets here.
I'm trying to remember who's the last team that Empire actually beat. Were the Glass Kickers like from 3 years ago?
Yeah, they won when they were Leafy Greens. They won a game against, I think, the Eels.
It was the Eels. Yeah,
Yeah.
it was. Yeah. It's just like,
And they had a really good center fielder, but I think they lost that player. So
oh, well.
one player on when you're in the 5s or 6s can make a huge difference.
Empire wishes they're 5. Yeesh. To be honest with you, so sorry, Empire, but let me be honest.
Jeez, Cougar, that's just mean.
Well,
All right, so we agree the Assets, Death Star, the Empire.
Assets of Death Star. Yeah.
Yes.
All right. YSC 7 at 7 o'clock. Muddy Waters at the Jerks.
Yeah, it's yeah. Come on, it's Muddy Waters.
Is it Muddy by 20?
Yes.
Yes,
Yes.
yes.
Actually, you know what? I'm going to say no. Fuck you, Muddy Waters. How'd you not beat Ghost by 20?
Jerks.
Changing your name
Jerks.
to Muddy by something under 20.
Under 20, yeah. Oh, Josh. Will Josh get on base?
Yeah, we love Josh.
Love you, Josh.
We
Love
also,
you, Josh.
did we end up making that standing bet? I was so drunk I can't remember. Did we make that bet with Derek about whether Josh would have a better on base average than the worst team?
Oh, yeah, from last year. I was like, the bookkeeping is going to be an absolute nightmare to figure that bet out.
Yeah, well,
there's just no way you can figure that out.
Well, if he wins the bet, he can bring me all the book work.
Yeah, exactly.
I'm just not going to worry about it.
No, but that bookkeeping, yeah, that's a nightmare trying to figure it out with on-base percentage.
You hear that, Derek? And if you cheat, I'll fuck you up.
Aaron.
YSC 8 at 5 o'clock. We have David's 23rd Street. Do you guys have a nickname for 23rd Street?
We're 23rd Street Screamers.
Screamers, that's right.
Still the Screamers?
It's 23rd Street Brewery Screamers, whatever.
Yeah.
23rd Street Brewery Screamers at the D-holes. I got to pick the D-holes here.
Yeah.
Especially since David's not playing and they're going to be missing their third baseman.
What?
Didn't you say you're not going to be here this week?
Oh, no, I'll be here.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Well, never mind. I'm still picking D-holes.
Oh, yeah.
No,
that's,
you would be here
absolutely.
next week. Talk about the XO, like getting 8 runs on tree care. What the
I'm
hell?
at that podcast.
Oh, podcast.
Okay, I gotcha.
Oh, yeah, you're still crazy though.
Well, we're going to fucking kidnap you and make you come to that podcast now.
Yeah, exactly.
Don't count your chickens before they're D-holed.
Yeah. But yeah, it's D-holes.
Yes.
Yeah.
They're friends, so I hope they can. I think the Vegas spread is 15 on that, so hopefully they won't reach that. So
15. I'll go over 15.
You guys have a pretty good defense.
Yeah, sorry.
yeah, we'll see.
I'll go under. Next, we've got YSC 8 at 7 o'clock. Free State at Bunt and Grind. I think Free State gets the revenge here, right?
Oh boy, I hope so.
Not revenge, but
well, just vengeance from what happened the first week, because they get their kicks in against Bunt and Grind because they were not that impressive.
This is trouble for Free State because I picked Bunt and Grind correctly last week, and there's no possible way I could pick them correctly twice in a row. So I'm picking Free State, but this is going to wind up being an upset.
Gosh. Ben Hutnick and those Bunt and Grind bets. The bane of your existence there, Benjamin. Sheesh.
You agree, David?
Free State. Yeah.
Yeah, it's Free State. Yeah.
Beer over bunts.
Beer for months.
All right. Hobbs Park at 5 o'clock, assuming Hobbs Park is playable.
Yeah.
We have Reading Rockets at Young Spine.
So 2 teams are licking their wounds.
Yeah.
Yeah, I agree.
Cosgrove says Young Spine.
Young Spine. I'm like, Morgan, you better get your shit together. And Ashley and Aaron's like, oh my gosh, let's just get your.
Well, this is tough to call because if Young Spine had their whole team there and got worked, and Reading Rockets was missing a bunch of people, as I heard, I don't know.
But you got a team that went
tough-
to the
it's
semifinals
tough.
last year. 2 years ago. Excuse me, Katie. 2 years ago, they were in the semifinals.
Yeah, but they only had 3 players held over.
I agree with you, but come on, like you got some sort of pride, after the season after. It's not like, the 97 Marlins going to fire sale. They all died.
Also, can we talk about that for a brief second? Has there ever been a team that finished in the top 4 and basically just completely fucking blew up?
No. Not to my knowledge, no. Just basically blew up.
So this is going to set a new standard for fall from grace.
Oh, sheesh. So it's like the 97 Marlins afterwards, or the 99, 98, 99 Bulls after, they all blow up and they all just died.
Right.
Is that what you think it is? All right, so.
Or it's like anybody that has sex with Cougar afterwards, it's all downhill.
What the hell is that from? Oh
Because
my-
they can never possibly reach those heights again. See,
Sure.
It's a roast, but it's all compliments. Sort of.
Backhanded, but it's still surprising.
All right. Last game, Hobbs Park at 7 p.m. See if we actually had a game of the week at 9 o'clock at Hobbs, this would make a fantastic game of the week.
Oh, yeah.
It is Love Garden at the Anger Bang Happy Post House. And Liz might have disappeared, but she said she was waiting for the appropriate point in the podcast. to talk shit.
Elizabeth, Miss Schaefer, you are summoned. Come on down.
She's going to miss her chance.
You're the next contestant of Shit Talk.
All right, so this is our third pick'em game.
Oh, you
and
blew it.
I have it on good authority that Simon will be gone.
You will be gone, yes.
And I don't know who else will be gone from this game, but that's
I heard there's several members.
that's a deep.
I
what's
heard
that?
several members of Post House will be missing for this game. And one inopportune time for that.
And they also said that Jake Friedman may be coming to town for this game.
Yeah, coming from St. Louis. Yeah, and
Jake
here's
Snake.
and here's Matthew Cosgrove from Ghost.
So,
Hey Matt, use a high voice and pretend you're Liz.
So I'm gonna be.
No, please don't. Stop.
okay.
Please don't.
So, my guys are working this weekend, and my wedding present to Simon is going to be to cancel these games this weekend. I just want to let you guys know, because we're all going to be out of town, and we've never played on Memorial Day. So,
All right, just
I got that rain gauge in my pocket, and I got my part timers going, and I'm just going to be like, cancel the games, or I'm going to fire you. That's all I'm saying.
Oh
So, in case anybody was wondering, we are recording this for Cosgrove's next performance review.
Oh my god.
So, this is tough because I don't know exactly who's going to be gone for Post House.
Yeah.
And Love Garden played well last week, but it took them a while to really get going. And I don't know if that was just, getting the rust off or what. Whew.
Who wants to start? Want me to start?
You know what? I'll do it.
Yeah.
What? Go
I'm
ahead.
going to go out on a limb.
What's that?
It's going to be a very close game. There, I said it.
What?
That it's going to be a close game. I went out on a limb. I'm picking Post House.
All right, Post House.
You know what? Like I said, I posted a couple things to Simon's text message about what they are upcoming this season. I posted the Ultimate Warrior intro from the WWF days. Look it up; it's hilarious. He's basically running angry, not just walking. Also, the Bugs Bunny against the Matador against the bull. We have a bull grinding his horns against the stone grinder. So they're angry. They're pissed. With that being said, with no players that they're going to be missing, they'll probably be more pissed when I say this. No, I'm going Love Garden. They're going to win. So go ahead and keep sharpening those horns there, Post House.
Yeah, I agree. You know what? And Love Garden could be missing people too, but I think Simon asked Rob Z if they could reschedule, and Rob Z declined, which suggests to me that Post House is missing more people than Love Garden.
Yep.
So, plus, it might just kind of be the fool's gold thing where Post House played a brand new team last week, scored 42 runs.
Oh,
this is a slightly different animal, so it might be a slight shock to the system. You never know.
Yeah.
All right, I'll go Love Garden too.
You go Love Garden too? Yeah.
Love you, Liz, but prove it on the field.
Yep. You blew your chance to do shit talk. You had to go home. You blew it.
All right. You want to get our walkout music going?
Oh shit! What song?
All right. Anybody want to do shout-outs? David, you got any shout-outs?
What song?
Shout out to this entire league. Everybody that did the right thing for the last year and wore their masks and stopped the spread of COVID, and everybody got vaccinated. It really allowed this past Sunday to happen, and this past Sunday was pretty damn magical. We did it. We got through this thing. And we played without masks, which a month ago or 2 months ago seemed absolutely impossible.
Yeah.
So congratulations to everybody in this league. We're fucking back. Let's fucking kick this thing. We got it.
Amen. Here's Marisa.
I just wanted to give a special thanks out to the board for putting together a game at 8 o'clock and having the lights ready and everything like that. Thank you guys so much it was only a few hours away and you guys pulled that all together. So thank you for allowing us to have another game out there.
Thank you. No small feat. And thanks again to all those teams for being flexible.
Amen.
I'll give a shout out to Rick McNeely, our gracious host here at the Jazz House, who is also celebrating his birthday.
Yeah, happy birthday,
Happy birthday,
Rick.
Happy birthday, Rick.
And I'll also thank our sponsor again, Hookah House, 916 and a half Mass behind Eccentricity. Go check them out. They have daily specials, $10 happy hour, 50 tasty flavors. And I think that's about all I got. I'll also thank Cougar for allowing me to roast him complimentary style. And I'd like to thank Chelsea and Max.
Yeah.
Chelsea, who wanted to eat her pizza instead of coming up here, and Max, who wanted to watch her.
Oh, that's funny.
Cougar, you got anything?
Honestly, no. To hop on what David said. I'm just glad to be back. Year and a half hiatus. Me living over in the park, it is absolutely awesome to see you guys. I haven't seen over a year and a half. 17th season, the kickball. I don't care if I suck anymore, which I always sucked. But just seeing all you guys after a year and a half hiatus, it's fantastic. And coming here twice a week, make this a long, round trip from KC to Lawrence. It's always worth it for me. Always worth it.
Hey, Cougar, can we go out with Candlebox again? Since we
I got pulled up. So.
Love it. This is for you, Post House, and for you, Little Rascals. Post House made you a mixtape.
But I did anyway.
so smooth. All right, now play back Black Betty by Ram Jam. Quick, switch it.
What? Play what?
Love y'all, bye.